A woman was rushed to the hospital after her poo suddenly turned silver, and a Vermont farmer found a prosthetic leg lost by a skydiver in his field. And Pakistan urges worshippers to buy their sacrificial animals online this year to prevent COVID-19. These are the weird stories for Tuesday, and they are definitely weird. They're from around the world. I'm your host, JONESY. This is Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast hosted by a comedian. Hopefully these stories are funny. They are most definitely weird.
You're listening to Weird AF News with Jonesy.
A woman was rushed to the hospital after her poo suddenly turned silver in what is being called a true medical mystery. A woman in the United States prompted a medical emergency when her poop developed an unusual silver color. No! Silver poo! Oh, sounds like her butt hit the lottery. The 69-year-old Washington, D.C. native ended up in a medical journal report after being rushed to MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. The New England Journal of Medicine report the woman had been suffering from cancer at the time as well as ongoing dizziness. In a case report, doctors said the woman had an unusual colored stool. Oh, the stool word that they always use in the medical lingo to describe poop. I just hate that word, man. I mean, why did you choose furniture to describe a bodily discharge? I don't understand it. Stool? Yes. What is the consistency of your stool and love seat? What is the color of your chiffon? There are photos of her silver stool. I'm looking at one. Oh, it's terrible. It looks like the surface of the moon. I'm not going to lie to you. With all the contours, the silver. It's a silver spread. I'm sorry for the visual. The doctors determined the cause was the result of jaundice combined with a side effect from medication she was taking. Ooh, and it created a synergistic silver crap effect, apparently. Further tests of her stool samples and scans revealed her poo was present, and the cancer had sadly spread from her colon to her liver. Oh, this doesn't have a happy ending. I thought she was going to go cash in her poop for a nice winning at the end of the day. And, you know, the price of silver and gold have gone up now because the price of the dollar is going down. A lot of people are putting their money in silver and gold. I would like to put my money into some gold poop. Anybody got some gold poop? I'll put it under my mattress. The article goes on to warn you about your stool. They want you to know that it comes in a range of colors. Really? A range of colors? That's alarming. What range are we talking about? Yes, my poo is mauve. You should speak to your doctor, especially if your stool is red or black. Black? Really? What's wrong with black? That seems more closer to the original. There's a doctor here from the Mayo Clinic who wants to quote, I'll do an impression of this doctor. Stool color is generally influenced by what you eat as well as by the amount of bile, a yellow-green fluid that digests fats that happens to be in your stool. As bile pigments travel through your gastrointestinal tract, they are chemically altered by enzymes, changing the pigments from green to brown. Consult your doctor if you're concerned about your stool color. If your stool is bright red or black, which may indicate the presence of blood, seek prompt medical attention right away. You didn't tell us what to do if our stool is silver, bronze, gold, or the color of diamond, doctor. Ooh, I got some diamond stools I've been pushing out. Gonna make a ring out of that shit, literally. A farmer found a prosthetic leg that was lost by a skydiver. This is a great title, by the way. A leg fell off in the sky above Addison County. This is Vermont. Not a lot of shit's going on in Vermont, by the way. A prosthetic leg in a field. That'll make headline news. An unusual case of lost property in Vermont had a happy ending thanks to social media and an eagle-eyed farmer. You've always got to keep an eye out, said Joe Marzalkowski, who found the prosthetic leg Sunday in his soybean field. It was literally a needle in a haystack as far as trying to find it, you know. This is a great Vermont accent, I think. Or am I doing Maine? You always got to keep an eye out, eh? The field is in West Addison, not far from Vermont skydiving adventures, where thrill seekers can get some really stunning views of the Champlain Valley. I guess skydiving's okay. It's a very isolated sport, you know. You are attached to somebody though. Usually the guide holds onto your waist. It looks to me like they just grope you on the way down. It's a way for them to have a good time. I guess if they've been tested, then it's okay. You want your skydiving tour guide to be tested by COVID and for any STDs because you guys are pretty much connected genital to butt, right? On the way down. So you want them to be tested. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Back to the story. Double amputee Chris Marquez went for a jump over the weekend and said that after leaping from the plane, he lost one of his prosthetic legs. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Man, I just love it. It's too funny. I mean, it's awesome that double amputees can just participate in such things. It's great. It's great. I love to see him getting out there. If I was a double amputee, I would be so damn depressed I would never leave my apartment. That's how that would go. I would just do drugs all day and drink myself into oblivion. I'd be like, what's the point? I'm a double amputee. But Chris says, no, hell no. I'm going to get out there and do shit. I'm going to do stuff. Not just regular stuff either, like play pool. This guy's like, no, I'm going to skydive. Here's a quote from him. I think my adrenaline was so high. I was just so excited. I didn't realize I lost my leg. Oh, man, this guy's awesome. Before you get too worried, Chris was harnessed to an experienced instructor who made sure he would land safely. The amputee said that he really needed to find that leg for his mobility and because a replacement would be expensive, so he wrote on Facebook asking folks in the area to keep their eyes out for his leg. This is great. Yeah, anybody seen my leg? It might have landed in your soybean field or on top of your barn. Perhaps it's deep into a maple tree. There's a lot of maple trees in Vermont. If you come across a leg while hunting moose, please hit me up on Facebook. Slide into my DMs and return my leg. You'll get a reward, I'd imagine. Did he offer a reward? It doesn't say what his Facebook post said. Well, that nice farmer, Marzaklowski, was among the people who saw the Facebook post and helped search and found the leg on Sunday afternoon among his crops. Intact! The leg was intact. Fabulous. The farmer showed his find to the local news. He pointed out how it appeared to have only a few scratches on it, in fact. I was very grateful to have found it without running it over with a machine this fall during harvest. Or, God forbid, the combine sucked it up. It would have destroyed that leg. It was such a positive experience, Marquez said, of having so many people help search for his leg. He said, I can't thank everybody enough, especially Joe, the farmer. We kind of take for granted sometimes how many truly good people there still are in this world. You know what? That quote is super, super on point. On the nose, Chris. We often forget how truly good people there still are in this world. When you listen to weird news all day, or you do weird news like I do, it's hard to imagine there's still good people out there. When you do as many Florida Friday stories as I've done on Weird AF News, you just can't even wrap your head around the fact that there are still decent human beings out there. Most of them, I'd imagine, are farmers in Vermont. I mean, if this leg was found in Florida, someone would just smoke crack out of it and you would never get your prosthetic leg back ever. The article ends on an even more lovely note here. It says, even though Marquez was offering a reward for his leg, Marzaklowski said he doesn't want it. He told the media that knowing that he helped out a fellow Vermonter is payment enough. What a fabulous individual this is. Shout out to Marzaklowski, the farmer. Are farmers the last good people, salt of the earth, nice people left in the United States? It seems to me that that's totally true. Any farmers listen to Weird AF News? I'd be so thrilled if a farmer listened to my show. I really would. I would rather farmer in Vermont listen to the show than the Pope, to be honest with you. You like podcasts? You're listening to my podcast. Maybe you thought to yourself, I'd like to make a podcast. Too difficult. No, not with Anchor. Anchor has free creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. Anchor distributes your podcast to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and more. They have advertising integration, so you can even make a little money off your podcast. Everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your creation. Good luck with your life, man. Yay! I've got the world on a string, listening to weird news. I got that weird news on my pod player. Lucky me. Can't you see I love JONESY? Pakistan urges worshippers to buy their sacrificial animals online to prevent COVID-19 surge. Pakistani authorities are urging people, buy your sacrificial animals on a website or, at least wear masks when visiting cattle markets, fearing preparations for the Muslim festival of Eid al-Adha. It could reverse a decline in the COVID-19. This festival is what they're fearing. So they're like, hey, man, buy your sacrificial animals online. I don't even know. Is there a website for that? Sacrificialanimals.com. Isn't that annoying, guys, when you got to buy your sacrificial animals online? I mean, I want to touch my sacrificial animal before I buy it and bring it home, okay? I want to rub it. I want to find out what kind of noises it makes when I poke the damn thing, okay? Because I want it to howl. I want it to howl like a banshee when I sacrifice it. Isn't it strange people are still sacrificing animals in 2020? This seems like an archaic, Homeric practice to me. You ever read Homer? You guys ever read Homer? Anybody? The Iliad, they were just constantly sacrificing animals to the gods in the Iliad. I can't believe people are still doing that these days. Why isn't PETA on top of this crap? Instead, PETA's like hitting up the animal cracker company, making them take the animals out of cages on the side of the box. Did you know, PETA, that they're sacrificing animals all over the world still? Did you know that? Maybe you ought to get busy on doing something productive then. The article goes on to interview some people that go to the market to buy I assume, their sacrificial animals. I guess they like to sacrifice cattle, goat, this sort of thing. One of the traders was quoted as saying, "I don't understand this coronavirus. I have not seen anyone dying of it. Look around you. No one is wearing a mask." Well, listen, trader, that's alarming that no one's wearing a mask in your probably overcrowded market, I'd imagine. And just because you don't see anyone dying of it doesn't mean it's not happening. Yeah? I mean, you mean to tell me that this ain't going down in Pakistan? I imagine it's pretty much going down in Pakistan. Probably on a huge level, I'd imagine. Which is probably why you should, as the article suggests, buy your sacrificial animals online. Stay away from the overcrowded markets, especially if, as this trader claims, hardly anybody is wearing a mask at these markets. So that's it. Get on Amazon, guys. Buy sacrificial animals on Amazon. Can you buy them? Let me do a search right now. After doing a search for sacrificial animals on Amazon, nothing comes up. But then I tried sacrificial altar, and there's a few choices here. You got some lovely, there's a solid mango wood hand-carved altar shrine available, and a solid shisham wood hand-carved shrine altar as well. There's a few. So if you guys are looking for sacrificial altars, you can go to Amazon for that. But I don't know where you get your sacrificial animals. Oh, I found it. It's an app. It's called Bakra Mandi Online, and it's for citizens to purchase sacrificial animals online in Punjab. And I went to they actually have a website as well. Okay, you got all sorts of choices here between bakras, which it looks like are goats, bulls, and camels. Sacrificing camels? That seems strange. Why sacrifice a camel? Oh, I scroll down. There's sheep, there's cows, there's buffalo. My goodness. Oh, and there's virgins. Oh, you can sacrifice a virgin. I'm kidding. No virgins. I can't believe the amount of various bulls, sheep, camels. I mean, so many different kinds, like Dati camel, Gadi camel, Kachi camel, Kala cheetah, Kader, Karai, Karani. And then all the bulls, Indian bulls, Jersey bulls, Holland bulls, Brahmin bulls, Red Sindhi bulls. The sheep's unbelievable types of sheep. Cows, too. Australian cows, Brahmin cows, Dani cows, Holland cows, Holstein, Friesian cow, Indian cow, Jersey cow. I mean, there's got to be 100 different animals here on this website that you can buy. I don't know what the prices are. Let's see. Okay, I found a buffalo, a Kundi buffalo here. Its price is 250,000 rupees, I believe. Is that what that is? RS? Does that stand for rupees? What is the Pakistani dollar amount? Yes, it is a rupee. Pakistani has their own rupee, apparently, and 250,000 is the equivalent to about $1,500 US. So you can get yourself a Kundi buffalo. I wasn't able to find any camel prices. It seems they're all out of camels. I was curious. I don't want to buy a camel to sacrifice. I want to buy a camel to ride around town with my lowrider camel, baby. If you like podcasts, check out Spotify. You can listen to all your favorite artists and podcasts in one place for free. You don't even need a premium account. Spotify has a huge selection of podcasts on every topic, including this one that you're listening to right now. And you can easily share what you're listening to with friends on Instagram as well. So download the Spotify app, search for your favorite podcast, and also make sure to follow Weird AF News and never miss an episode. Yes, download Spotify and make your life easier. Hey, weirdos. It's Jonesy. Thank you for listening to another episode of Weird AF News today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I have a whole backlog of episodes if you want to keep listening. We're nearing 800 total, which is crazy. I think I've just passed, or I'm approaching the 3-year anniversary of Weird AF News. And you know what? It's been a nice run. It's been quite successful. And really, I have to thank you guys for its success, because without you listeners, you loyal listeners on a daily basis, where would I be? So I want to let you know how much I appreciate all of you for being fans of the show and tuning in 5 days a week. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate you. I want to thank all my patrons as well who have supported me throughout this. You guys can join the Patreon yourself if you would like. Check it out. Patreon.com/WeirdAFNews. You can buy Jonesy a cup of coffee a month or something small like that and get access to some extra materials, extra media. I'm putting some weird stuff in there, and I think you'd like it. So check it out, patreon.com/WeirdAFNews. You can always call the show if you feel the urge to express yourself after listening to one of these stories. The number is 646-450-2012. I appreciate the Angry Florida Man who called in yesterday. I posted those on the show. The Angry Florida Man is I'm grateful for him for taking time out of his busy day delivering bread during a pandemic to call the show. So thank you, Florida Man. And you're not I was going to say you're getting angrier and angrier. You're not. You're actually getting more pleasant during a pandemic, which is surprising to me. So keep calling in, Angry Florida Man, and take care of yourself. You guys, please call the show if you feel like it. It's totally free, and the lines are always open. What is this, an old school radio show, Jonesy? You can email me as well, funnyjones@gmail.com. It's also my PayPal address if you want to send a little diggity donation. If that tickles you. I don't know, we might get another one of those stimulus checks, guys. So maybe you want to chuck Jonesy some cash. I don't know. Whatever floats your bizzle. You can follow me on the social medias as well to find out what I'm doing in my personal life. It's at FunnyJones on Instagram, at FunnyJones on Twitter, and Comedian Jonesy on Facebook. I guess that's all the due diligence for now. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I was at a loss for words for once.